Well, the first quarter of 2025 is now down, and what a quarter it was. We had interest rate drops, we had interest rate holds, we had state elections, we had worldwide tariffs, we had a federal election being announced. Like, where do you start, right? But hi, I'm Trent Vivian, and welcome to the quarter debrief. I'm down Bayview Lookout, which is arguably top two of my favorite spots to come and do these videos, and you can probably see why. Perfect day here in March. Let's start with the top. So the interest rate drop was a welcome relief for a lot of Australians. Went down by 25 basis points. It really did stimulate the market. I noticed a lot more buyers coming into the market after that interest rate drop, because they're talking about a couple more towards the end of this year, and that might be accelerated given everything that's happening now with the Mr. Donald Trump's tariffs, but that will remain to be seen. We had the state election. Labor won in a landslide, so it showed that the WA economy, or the average person, I think, showed confidence in where WA's economy was heading. So that was definitely a big green tick, depending on which way you look at politics. Then we had the federal elections now being announced, and this one's going to be an interesting one, because I think from what I can generally get a grasp of, there's not a lot of confidence on both sides. That's what I'm hearing. But the Perth market has held steady. You know, we've grown by 0.2 to 0.4% per month. So it hasn't been a massive growth, but it's just held steady. The national index did actually turn around, so it shows you that the country is already coming back out of that decline. I think in Mosman Park, there was about 65 listings that came up for sale, and about 45 that transacted actually sold. So it showed me that a few more properties are actually sitting on the market if you're not presenting it correctly, if you're not pricing it correctly, and if you're not promoting it correctly. So make sure you do all of those three things, or call me and I'll tell you how to do it. Still too early to know what's going to happen in the next quarter. There's a lot of uncertainty creeping into the market, but I think Perth overall, as long as that job market stays tight, which we think it will, I think we'll see much of the muchness. So steady continued growth, but a lot of things can happen in a quarter, as we can see. Vivian's was pretty busy. We celebrated our 10-year anniversary. Very, very stoked to celebrate that in March. So it's been a privilege and an honour to serve the local community for 10 years, and in 6 years' time, I think our family celebrates 100 years in the western suburbs. So that's going to be monumental. The quarterly report's now gone digital, largely. We will drop it off into some cafes and alike. If you need a hard physical copy, please reach out to us through this ad, or reach out to our office. We'll put the details below and we can send you one out. We're just trying our best to reduce the impact on the environment. And of course, with all of what's going on at the moment, if you just need a little bit of a chat to see what the world's climate means for your property, and you need an updated price, or you just need some direction on how to get things moving, then give us a call, reach out by the link below, and I'm happy to pop out, obligation free, and just have a chat. All right, thanks, bye.